What's up everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto and welcome to this new video in which I wanted to do a guide telling you how to find the most bullish cryptos, alright, which is very very broad of course, but this is a tool using the Orion terminal which I use, well, not a lot in videos, but I use it a lot for trading, and there's something you can do on that. You can create alerts, so you will be alerted when specific things happen for a specific coin, right? Or at least you can set the alert that it gives you the coin where it's happening, but you can generalize the alert. Now I made a video on this last year as well, during my vacation videos. But there's a lot of new viewers to the channel and new subscribers to the channel right now as well. So just wanted to do a new tutorial, right? So what we're going to do in this video is, first of all, I'll tell you what it is a little bit better, because I feel like at the start of the video I fumbled that a little bit. I'll show you how to set it up, and I will also leave some instructions down in the description so you can easily copy paste the code that you need for this. You need a very minimal, I wouldn't even call it code, but you need to copy paste something and you need to create an alert on Orion Terminal, right? So Orion Terminal, some of you might have already seen this in some of my market updates, is this. I'm not sure if you can see this, it's a little bit small perhaps. But what you can see right here is basically a terminal, a screener of a lot of coins. And I have changed it so you can see the change in the last 15 minutes, 1 hour, 8 hour. You can see the volume, you can see the volume delta, you can see the open interest change, and more a little bit here to the left. But this is, and you can see the correlation as well, or you can add that. So this in general I use to see what has volume and which coins are outperforming, etc, etc. But what you can also do is, if you go to the top right here to alerts, you get to this screen and you can set up alerts. All right, so it will have these three normally, and what I have done is you go to the pump alert, but you can do it with any one of them. I mean, you can change the name right here, so it doesn't really matter. But you press the edit button, right? Press the edit button, and then you will get to this screen. You can change the name right here. So like I said, let's call it pump alert Cilinix. And then the condition is most important. And then with the trigger message, you should have symbol is pumping, right? So then it just fills in the symbol that is pumping. And then you have this condition. So basically what this does, when you create this and when you press play, is you will get an alert, which you can see here to the right, every time that there is an open interest change in the last 15 minutes of over 2%, when the volume in the last hour is over $7.5 million, so that the coin actually has some volume, which the more volume the better, that the volume delta is over 1, so it's actually positive, and that the volatility in the last hour is 0.075, which is over moderate, right? So there's actually some volatility coming in as well. And that is what you want to copy paste into the condition with the trigger message. Name doesn't matter. You press save, you press play right here, and then it's running, all right? And then you will have to have this tab open. But when you actually have the tab open, you will get these pump alerts of coins that are pumping. Now, you need some guidance to use this, all right? And you need to get used to it, and you need to use it for a while so you can actually know, all right, well, this works and this doesn't. So some of the general guidance I want to give is don't give up your general analysis, right? And if you don't know at all how to do analysis, I have my own trading guide. You can learn it in there, but there's tons of, and links to that will be down in the description. It comes with the Signal group, but there's tons of other ways you can do analysis as well. And usually what works is that if you actually go to the screener, you will see it highlighted. And it only gives the alert if the volume is over $7.5 million in the last hour. But it is true that the higher the volume, the better, all right? And then what is true as well is that right now you can, for example, see that the last pump alert is from MemeFi. You should be aware of news as well. So MemeFi is getting delisted from Binance. Do you want to trade that? No. MYX has been pumping for 2 weeks already. Do you want to trade that? Possibly no. So the best coins to actually watch are the ones that you see for the first time. All right, so yesterday Magic gave an alert for the first time in a while, and then we head on over to Magic. Like I said, you have to still stick to the analysis, but this gives you some sort of information that there's momentum. And you can see right here, like this gives an alert when it's already pumping, but the first alert that it gave on Magic was much lower. And after that alert, like I said, so you still have to do analysis. After that alert, it still did about a 20% move. And it's still up from there about 9%. So this is a great tool you can use to actually find what's pumping. Then you can identify those early, and then use your own analysis, use your own strategy on that to potentially make some money. All right, but it's a great tool to see what's moving and what has momentum. So like I said, I'll leave all the things that you need down in the description. So make sure to check those out, follow the instructions. And have fun, all right? And I hope you can make some good profits with it. But that's it for now. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all in my next videos, and bye.